What's up, Smashers? Another awesome day. Yeah, you know what we're doing. Super awesome mobility. We're gonna create supplitude. That's what we do. And we're gonna be going over hip mobility. You guys are complicating everything. I've complicated everything. That sound, by the way, sounded a little bit like a like thunder, maybe a little bit of lightning. All I thought of right now, by the way, was the guy that plays Stifler, Sean William Scott, in The Rundown. Made me kind of laugh. But anyway, little thunder, little lightning. If you guys don't get that, look it up. But that sound was Kyle running in here at about the speed of light because he was doing some 400-meter repeats. Honestly, badass athlete. If you don't know him, look him up. Kyle's Isaiah. Pretty savage. So, hip opening. So I'm going to give you a sequence to do before you squat, before you do wall balls, before you do thrusters, before you do pretty much anything that involves flexing the hip, flexing the knee at the same time. So the problem is everybody gets really complicated when they're going to mobilize the hip. There's like 500 different mobilities and it's unnecessary. I'll give you something super easy. I'm gonna give you 3 things, maybe 4, might throw in a bonus, Wednesday bonus, to open that hip up. But what we wanna do is when we're opening up the hip, we wanna make sure that femur stays sucked into the back of that acetabulum because that's where it's the most stable. So we don't wanna fulcrum that out. A lot of these new age funky hip mobilities take that head of that femur and they ride it up towards the front of the acetabulum, and they start grinding around on that labrum in the front, and they start grinding around on that anterior portion of the acetabulum, making the joint unstable, unwinding that joint capsule, which is where it's super thick. We want to keep that nice and tight, and just grinding away that joint into pretty much nothing. You lose that roll, slide, glide, and then the mechanics of the joint are gone. So I'm going to show you to open this up and take care of that hip. And I'll tell you this, just test and retest before you do it. So drop into a squat, flat foot, knees torqued out. Here, I'll show you. So what we're gonna do is, you see, you wanna get into whatever squat stance you wanna be in. Make sure your feet are really flat, okay? And just really, really wide. I almost fell backwards, almost threw out a back fall. But make sure those knees are out, get into that squat, hang out, do the mobility, and then test again, and you'll see just how gristly you are. So the first one is you're gonna grab a band, make sure it's a heavy band, and these are so easy. God, these are so friggin' easy. They're easy to do, so they're easy not to do, right? You're gonna cinch it up in the groin. Watch it junk if you're a boy. Hell, watch it junk if you're a girl. It's all bad, okay? And all you're gonna do is you're gonna load up that band. You're gonna keep that foot flat. Band is dragging you dragging the femur into the back of the socket. Just grab the foot and just drop into it. Take the elbow, drop it into the ground. That's number 1. You're gonna hang out here for how long? 2 minutes. I know Kyle right now is going, that's right, 2 minutes. Good, he's laughing right now because he just went through a nightmare workout. By the way, the reason I'm sitting up, I'll be honest with you, is because my stomach just cramped up because earlier this morning I did a shit ton of GHDs. Oops, sorry about my French. But, so I got a little alien baby in here right now and I'm trying to stretch it out, so I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's number 1. Number 2 is take the foot, roll it off to the side, but this is where it gets a little funky. So you're gonna have that trailing leg back. This foot is rolled out to the side, but I'm gonna push it away. So I'm gonna shove that away and I'm gonna go all the way towards the opposite side. Everybody's trying to bring their chest to this foot. Give that knee a push and just scour around, hunt around for all those super grizzly spots. And how long do we hang out when we find a grizzly spot? 2 minutes. That's number 2. Number 3 is, if you can see, I've got the band at the bottom or almost at the bottom of the rig. So you're gonna take your foot, you're gonna drop it into a modified kind of a pigeon, okay? So, oh yeah, super awful. Band again, dragging the hip back, trailing leg behind me, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean forward, and I'm gonna hang out here again. I'll tuck my hand in here. Yeah, 2 minutes. All I'm doing is I'm peeling away the adductors, I'm opening up that high hip, taking the pressure off that TFL, or that IT band by ungluing that TFL, and just getting that stuff moving. So just so you can see what I'm doing. So I got the leg behind me, I'm dropping into that pigeon. I'll do this one more time just so you can see from the side. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean forward and hang out. 2 minutes. Yeah, and then let's do one last one. We'll do the bonus. This is my favorite bonus ever. See if I got it back there, I don't. So guess what we have to do? We get to go for a walk. This is the fun part. We got a little Green Day in the background, by the way. If you guys don't like Green Day, you guys should probably like Green Day. I don't know, I better not say that. YouTube might pinch my video and tell me that I'm trying to steal Green Day's copyright because they're only worth like $50 billion for all the things they've done. I like Green Day, but don't worry, Green Day, I'm not stealing your music. So last one, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. And it's super legit, and it's one that all you guys got to do because the rectus femoris the rectus femoris, the iliacus, the psoas, the all that stuff in here, all that gristly stuff in here, even that TFL, everything up in here gets super glued down. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna do the couch stretch. So kick your foot all the way up against the back. I know I've done this twice in the last probably 4 videos because it's this important. Oh yeah, and I'm chopping off my head, so I look ridiculous right now. So why don't we do this? It's one of these songs that you almost want to sing along because everybody knows the words. Feel like you're at a bonfire. You got an acoustic guitar, you're ripping it out. Maybe an old Gibson or something. So you're gonna hang out like this. You can see just barely the top of my head. My foot is all the way against my glutes. My stomach is sucked into my spine. I'm gonna be hanging out like this for 2 minutes, and you're just gonna push that pelvis forward just a little bit, engage the glutes, that'll force that hip to open up. Then when you test and retest, how long do we stay like that, by the way? Yeah, 2 minutes. Test and retest, get into your squat stance without hitting the wall behind you, and you'll see this side, even though I haven't done much, but this side already, you can see I'm leaning more towards that right side because this side's a lot more mobile, and I didn't do this for 2 minutes on every side. All I did was kind of demo it, so you can see how much of a profound effect that's gonna have in opening up that hip and allowing you to drop into that squat without grinding that joint into some kind of baby food. Hey, I'm Trev, SmashweRx. I'll check you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day.